What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to our Cincinnati Reds franchise. It is time to start it up. It's finally here. Been waiting pretty much about 2 weeks now to get this thing going. It's finally here. This is episode 1. This is going to be no. I'm not going to play a game this episode. It's going to be kind of going over the roster and just kind of overall the plans of the series. So it'll be hopefully a quick video. And then at the time this gets posted, I have already played the first game and will be editing it. So yeah, so that should also be up later today, the same day this goes up. So look forward to that. Should be really fun. Got a lot of cool things in the works. I'll explain that kind of at the end of the video. Well, I guess I could just say it now. Basically, I want to go way, more detailed with the series than I do with my Madden series. It's just so much easier with baseball to do it because you have the prospects, and now that the OSFM rosters are out, it has actual real-life minor leaguers, so you can actually go into detail with that. And so I got a couple things planned with that. I want to do like a, a couple times a year do video where we'll show prospects, and I'll kind of break down the top 5 prospects in our organization, and try to do that once or twice a year, just to kind of let you guys have a feel for, kind of the minor league system and who we're bringing in when we're calling people up, trades, all that. You'll know everything. If any trades or anything go down, I'll make a video about that, and it'll be cool. So let's just get it right into it. First, I'm going to break down the pitching rotation and the bullpen, and then we'll go through the lineups and a couple other things. But starting with the rotation, Homer Bailey is our ace, which is not very promising. Anthony DeSclafani will be our 2, Scott Feldman our 3, Brandon Finnegan our lone lefty in the rotation, and then Bronson Arroyo. The Reds brought him back either this year or the end of last year, I don't know. Moving into the bullpen, not a very good bullpen. Michael Lorenzen and Jeff Walters, rookie Jeff Walters, all are our long guys, our mid relievers. Blake Wood, Tony Sangrani, our only lefty in the bullpen right now. Steven Johnson, rookie. I'm going to try to change that, get another lefty in there hopefully. Drew Storen, our setup guy, and then Raciel Iglesias, the up-and-coming closer that they were okay trading Chapman for because they had him. So he'll be our closer. Looking at the lineup, I got Jose Peraza in leadoff right now just because he has such better contact numbers than Billy Hamilton. But we'll see how that goes. Right now I got Cozart batting second. Of course, Joey Votto third. And then Adam Duvall batting cleanup. He's actually supposed to be playing right field instead of left field. He has a much better arm than Schebler, so I did move him to right. But he'll be batting fourth. Devin Mesoraco will be hitting fifth, playing catcher. Hitting sixth, playing third base, Eugenio Suarez. And then Scott Schebler in left field, batting seventh. I got the pitcher spot 8th and Billy Hamilton 9th, basically because once you clear the pitcher spot, it'd almost be like we have 2 leadoff guys with Hamilton and Peraza. Worked for the Cubs last year. My New York Mets did it a lot because they had some pretty good hitting pitchers, but, we'll see how it goes. And, we might change it, but we're going to start it out this way and see how that goes. Bench players, we got Phillip Ervin. He's a rookie. Not really a prospect, so don't mind him up on the bench. Turker Barnhart, backup switch hitting catcher. Alex Liddy, we signed him. I'll go more. I signed a couple people in free agency after I started this. I'll explain that here in a second. But he'll be, middle infielder. There's Manny Alcantara, or Alcantara, whatever. Switch hitting outfielder for us, so gives us a left-handed bat kind of sometimes off the bench in the outfield. Then Scooter Gennett, utility infielder, got him from the Brewers. So looking at the couple signings that I did, I signed Jeff Walters for the bullpen because we had really no one. We still really don't have anyone good, but he's a rookie. Doesn't really have potential, but he's a 70 overall. Be a decent bullpen arm for us. Respectable velocity. Doesn't give up the long ball. Worth a shot. Of course, like I had mentioned, the second one was Alex Liddy or Lidday. I'm not really sure how they pronounce that, but for the price I got him really cheap. I think it was like 700K for 2 years. His contact and power numbers are really good for a bench player. Um, Not the best fielder in the world. Probably more of a pinch hitter, but he can always spell Votto if he needs a day off or somebody, or Suarez. Be kind of our corner backup infielder with Scooter Gennett being our middle infielder for a backup. And then the other one, which is probably my favorite signing, is, I believe I'm saying this right, Tetsudo Yamada, Japanese international signing. He's sitting in free agency, 74 overall potential, 23 years of age. He appears to be more of a kind of defensive player, but he's only 23 and he's got B potential, so I'm sure them contact numbers and some of his hitting numbers can be up. And like I said, we signed him for like 80K, and he'll be under team control. So yeah, should be pretty. I think that was a pretty good signing. So those are the 3 signings I did after the fact. Now looking at the trade block that I made, some of these guys on here are just kind of to see if we can get pieces that are good, and others are people we're looking to move, like Homer Bailey, 21 mil. We owe him 21 mil a year for 3 years. We got to get out of that contract. That's terrible. So I'm looking to unload him as soon as possible, probably as soon as the trade deadline this year, just to kind of get rid of him. Scott Feldman, the next starting pitcher. We have 3 starting pitchers on the trade block. He's only 1-year deal, 2.3. He'd be nice to unload if we're struggling. Brunson Arroyo, same thing. Drew Storen, same thing. 1 mil or 3 mil 1 year. Look to hopefully unload him if we're struggling. Devin Resurrecto is a little different. It's 2-year deal, but 10 mil, and I think we owe him more than that next year. And he's just not really worth it. I mean, he's a decent bat, but he's not worthy of 10 mil a year for 2 years, especially when we're trying to rebuild. But it's also one of those things where if we don't get a great deal for him, I'm probably not going to trade him. But if the deal's right, we'll move him. Then Votto on here, obviously don't worry. I don't plan on trading him anytime soon. He's far and above our best player on the team. The reason he's on here is we owe him 18 mil, and then it goes up into the 20s for like 6 more years. So by the time his contract's up, he'll be 39. So we're definitely at some point he's going to regress, and we're going to have to trade him. But he's basically just on here now just to see what we get. Like if I got blown away with prospects, I'd probably unload him since we're rebuilding. But that's very unlikely. It's probably like a 10% chance we trade him. I just have him on here to see what we can get. Then Scooter Gennett, the Brewers actually just traded, or the Reds just traded for him from the Brewers in real life before the season started. He's, so I mean, we don't need him. He's more of a backup player. I'll get more into that in a second. Alex Liddy, same thing. We signed him to be a backup, but I mean, he's got decent, overall potential. So, we'll see if we can get some good for him. Why not, We can always bring someone else up that's not really a prospect that can play middle infield for us. Then Zach Cozart's the one where most likely will get unloaded. He's in the last year of his deal. He's past his arbitration time, so we'd have to, give a qualifying offer and all that. 5 mils, it'd be okay to unload. And if we do end up trading him, then Scooter Gennett will get taken off. We'll just play him at shortstop or move Peraza over to short, and Gennett can play second base. So I won't trade both of them. I'll probably keep Gennett around until I see what I do with Cozart. But I like Cozart as a player, but I just, we're not going to probably re-sign him, so you might as well, try to get something for him. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on that. But yeah, like I said, I'm currently working on editing episode 1 against the Phillies. It's a pretty good game. Pretty fun game. It's interesting if anyone's been around the channel for a while. Remember, my franchise last year was with the Phillies, so that is pretty cool that we're playing them first game. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this and excited for the franchise, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can be all caught up, ready to go when we start playing games here later today. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. Till next time, peace.